Hello everyone, CoinHound here. Today I'll be profiling the third coin in the 2020 Royal Canadian Mint Memories to Hold series. This series is a 4-coin series of 1/4 ounce silver $5 coins, each which commemorates a significant aspect of Canadian life and history. The 4 coins in the series are available individually or as part of a 4-coin subscription. This year I retroactively subscribed to the 2020 series, and I've been receiving the coins every 4 to 6 months. I also subscribed to the current 2021 Moments to Hold series and have been receiving those coins as well. Now on the screen there you can see the Royal Canadian Mint page for this 2020 series. I do have the subscription. With the subscription, the coins are automatically mailed out to you every 4 to 6 weeks. One of the nice things about the subscription is you get free shipping. Now, as you can see on the screen there, the 4 different 2021 coins are listed, and they do have a price of $24.95 per coin in Canadian dollars. Now, in US dollars, that is approximately $20. And the mintage on these is 100,000, and it seems like they're not in huge demand because the 2020 series are still available. And for Canada, I think that mintage number is a pretty high mintage number. But nevertheless, I have been receiving the coins, and I do like them. I previously profiled the first 2 coins that I received. The first being the 100th anniversary of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, pictured here. Each coin comes in a sort of a decorative folder, protective folder that has some background information on the event or group that is being commemorated. The second coin I profiled was this one here, which was the 40th anniversary of the National Anthem Act in Canada. And you can check the description of this video for links to those 2 videos. So you might want to check those out. Kind of an interesting story for both of them. Now we're going to look at the third coin, which I received. And it's been kind of interesting because they've been sending them to me out of order from the order that's published on the site. So my third coin was actually the one that's listed second on the site, but that's okay. So the third coin for me is the 350th anniversary of the Hudson Bay Company. Now, I am very excited to receive this coin, and the package is pictured here, because one of my favorite periods of history, or in history, is that of the early exploration of North America. The explorers, the fur trappers, the early settlers, and their stories. Their relations with Native American tribes, their difficulties in exploring the land, and so on and so on and so on. I find it to be an extremely fascinating time period. Now, for an overview of the Hudson Bay Company, I'm just going to give you a quick little overview here that I came across, and it is quite excellent. It's short, but right to the point. Some really good information. This was written by Kathy Weiser Alexander, and I will post a link to credit her in the description. But basically, Hudson's Bay Company was chartered on May 2nd of 1670. It is the oldest commercial corporation in North America and one of the oldest in the world. In its early days, it was headquartered in London, England, and controlled the fur trade throughout much of British-controlled North America for several centuries. Forging early relationships with a number of Native American tribes, the company's trappers and traders were some of the first European people to set eyes on many locations that would later become the United States and Canada. And I got to step out of the summary for a moment here and just share my thoughts. I've always been fascinated by that thought right there, whether it's the Hudson Bay Company explorers, the Lewis and Clark expedition. Imagine having been able to see the land of North America in its natural state before cities and buildings and highways and telephone poles and cell phone towers and now windmills across farmland. Imagine being able to see it in its natural state. How beautiful and awe-inspiring that must have been. Okay, back into the summary. The company founded its first headquarters at Fort Nelson at the mouth of the Nelson River in present-day northeastern Manitoba, Canada. Other posts were quickly established around the southern edge of Hudson Bay in Manitoba and present-day Ontario and Quebec. In 1821, Hudson's Bay Company merged with the Northwest Company of Montreal, creating a combined territory that was extended into the Northwestern Territory, which reached to the Arctic Ocean on the north and the Pacific Ocean on the west. Soon, the company controlled nearly all trading operations in the Pacific Northwest, based out of the company headquarters at Fort Vancouver, Washington. To stifle any competition, they discouraged any U.S. settlement of the territory. During the 1820s and 30s, their trappers were involved in the first explorations of Northern California as far south as the San Francisco Bay Area, one of the last regions of North America to remain unexplored by Europeans or Americans. The company's network of trading posts functioned as the de facto government in many areas of the continent prior to the arrival of large-scale settlement. At one time, the company was the largest landowner in the world. When the fur trade began to decline, the company evolved into a mercantile business, selling vital goods to settlers in the Canadian West. Today, the company, headquartered in Toronto, Canada, is best known for its department stores such as The Bay, Zellers, Fields, and Home Outfitters. Okay, so that's the overview, and let us take a look now at the coin. So here is the packaging that the coin came in. Hudson's Bay Company. It's both in French and English, celebrating the 350th anniversary. Depiction of some traders in a canoe inside a maple leaf there, and then the coin in the upper corner. The back sides of these are rather nondescript, so not much to talk about there. And then on the inside, you get a little bit of description here. The right-hand side being in French, the left-hand side in English, both being essentially the same wording. Now, so let's come over here to the coin, and I can pop it out of this very easily like this, and then it can be reattached as needed. So here is the coin. So you get a good view of it there. And then we'll flip it over. And then on the back side, you've got the queen. And those markings are on the outside of the capsule. So Elizabeth II. Now, turning back here, they do have a little write-up that, and I'm going to put this down for a moment. And we'll get a close-up view of it there. There you go. Now, that's a good view right there. So when it comes to design, it notes that the reverse, which you're looking at there, from Canadian artist Trevor Tennant, is based on the Voyager dollar originally designed by Emmanuel Hahn. The engraved image features 6 explorers paddling a canoe in rough waters after exchanging goods at a Hudson Bay Company trading post, which appears behind the pine trees in the distance. The reverse also includes the words Canada near the curved rim, while the face value of $5 in the year 2020 are inscribed below. So you can see the lovely design there. The canoe, the water, the tree in the distance, and then behind the trees, it's a little hard to see. You do have the trading post back there. And it seems to be there, like there's a flag in the trees as well. So that's kind of interesting. Okay. And then, of course, you have the back side. which is the image of Queen Elizabeth. And this is the effigy of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II by Susanna Blunt. Okay. So this is really the coin that prompted me to subscribe to the series as a whole. Of the 4 coins, this is the one I was most looking forward to. It is quite an exquisite design. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps the video and the channel. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And above all, hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified of my upcoming content and you won't miss any videos. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good day. Have a good evening. This is CoinHound.